Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to PMDC online lecture room. Our today lecture is taken from chapter 13 of grade 12 chemistry. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about acid and base behavior of oxides of third period. For the ease of students, we have divided our lecture into three portions. In the first portion, we will discuss about the introduction of oxides. In the second portion, we will classify oxides into basic oxides, amphoteric oxides, and acidic class of oxides. In the last portion, trends in acid and base behavior of oxides will be our main concern. Dear students, oxides can be defined as those chemical compounds in which one or more oxygen atom connected with another element. For example, sodium oxide, magnesium oxide, silicon dioxide, etc. Oxide can also be defined as the binary compound of oxygen are called oxides. Dear students, let me revise your knowledge about the oxides of third period, which you people have studied in previous lecture in a very detail. Look at this table. The elements of third period react with oxygen and form various types of oxides as given in the table. Dear students, when we go from left to right in third period, a steady change occurs in the structures of these oxides. And in my previous lecture, we have explained that first three oxides, like oxide of sodium, oxide of magnesium, and oxide of aluminium, they have ionic structure, while the rest of the oxides of third period have covalent and molecular structure. This change in their structure make the nature of these oxides different for different type of reactants. Thus, based on the difference in their reactivity, oxides are classified into acidic, basic, and amphoteric class of oxides, which we are going to discuss one by one. So first of all, basic oxides. In the third period, the oxide of sodium and magnesium are basic in nature. These two basic oxides are ionic in nature. These two oxides contain oxide ion in their crystals, which react quickly with water molecule and form alkaline solution, as given in the example that sodium oxide react with water and form sodium ion and hydroxide ion. These oxides also react with acids to form salt and water, as given in the example. Sodium oxide and magnesium oxide react with hydrochloric acid separately to form sodium chloride and magnesium chloride respectively, along with water molecules. These reactions show that the oxide of sodium and magnesium are basic in nature. The second class of oxide is amphoteric oxide. Only aluminium oxide in third period behave as amphoteric. The aluminium oxide react with both dilute acid and dilute base. When it reacts with acid, it behaves like a base and forms salt and water. For example, aluminium oxide react with hydrochloric acid and form aluminium chloride and water. Similarly, when aluminium oxide react with a base, it form aluminates. For example, aluminium oxide react with sodium hydroxide in the presence of water and produce sodium aluminate. The last class of oxide is acidic oxide. The oxides of silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine are acidic in nature. Silicon dioxide does not react with water, but it reacts with a base to form silicate, as given in the example, that silicon dioxide has reacted with sodium hydroxide and produced sodium silicates and water. Similarly, the oxide of phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine, except chlorine dioxide, they react with water to form strongly acidic solution. For example, phosphorus oxide react with water and produce phosphoric acid. Silicon trioxide react with water and produce sulfuric acid. And dichlorine oxide react with water and produce hypochlorous acid. All these products are acidic in nature. In the last, I would like to give you an assignment. The question is, why chlorine dioxide does not react with water? Explain. Try to solve this question. Thank you all.